feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 65, 65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And complete to Zach Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
First down,
On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Hands up! Ready!
59.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. And now to the air, Dalton. This one complete to Coleman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is...
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 2-2. Move.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there on third down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
A gain of 3, second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, QB, come on.
That's complete right around the 8. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hands up, lady. Check, 59.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Mike 5-9. Regular. Let him know. Let him know. Take 4.
Dalton here from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever. Passing, it's Dalton. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Ertz has it left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
That's another Dolphins first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Check, 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 check.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Here's Dalton. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Aaron Jones, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and Stills over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We own them. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Crunch time, defense.
Mike's 59.
They go 368.
Oh, you got deep? Check 24.
To throw here, Dalton. Jeffrey with a catch left side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
93, 52, 93.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Heavy.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Motion. Mike, check.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll try again with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Garoppolo now, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
General West.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I got you.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Hakeem Butler. Incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.